maybe. Yeah, here, let me take those out. That's what I say. Use some old books there, didn't it?
You need a stripper?
Do I need a stripper?
Yeah, there's two of them on the wall right now.
I want to clarify that one.
That's an old washboard.
Glass. Yes, dear.
Good. You bring mom with you? Ah. Doing all right today, brother?
I am.
Good.
Been a busy morning this morning.
Very busy. I know y'all jumping from sale to sale and trying to get them deals. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Because I think almost everybody's got one posted.
Yeah.
I'm back to
Yeah.
South Georgia Home. My name is Gail. I'm going to show you what we got out of 3 estate sales this weekend. Friday, went to 3. I didn't get anything at the last one. I did a little filming in their kitchen, but I didn't get anything. The first one, it was the first day, and I had seen something on their estate sale website that I really wanted to see, and it was 2 pieces of jadeite. One looked like a plate, and the other one looked like a mixing bowl. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get there in time. We were not near the front of the line, and it wasn't Jason's fault. I don't know about you, but sometimes GPS, if you use GPS on your car or on your phone, sometimes if you put like county road, whatever, sometimes GPS gets a little confused. Anyway, it's not always easy to find a place with GPS sometimes. You just got to look up and look at street signs. We did get there before the sale started, but we were kind of far back in the line. So another lady got blessed with 2 pieces of jadeite. Now I saw it on the holding table and I was like, don't look at it, don't look at it. You're gonna hurt your own feelings. But I couldn't help myself. I wanted to see how much he had priced it at. And I think the plate was $5 and the mixing bowl was $15. So for $20, she got 2 pieces of jadeite. That really hurt my feelings. Anyway, this first sale was, everyone kept saying that it was a local historian that had this sale, or this was his house. And I'm trying to move stuff around. That he had a shop, he had a little shed out back, and the house. And I filmed, I think, a little bit in every place. So I'll show you what I got for free, because the 3 pieces that I did have that were priced, that's what he charged me for, $34 for those 3 pieces. So everything else was kind of just tossed in. So Jason found this in the laundry room. We go through a lot of these because we have a 20-year-old Dachshund, and he sometimes makes errors in judgment where his pee pads are, and we're always using a Swiffer to get it up. So that's about half full, and they're still wet, they're still good. He found these large, and these are cheap trash bags, but you know, they're free. Basically, they're free in this haul. And we can use that outside if you want to trash something outside, if I'm cleaning out my shed and just stuff you want to get rid of. Now these, and I was kind of disappointed in myself because I did pick up all of them. And I try not to get all of one thing, but I did. I guess I was still heartbroken over losing the jadeite. So this one, I found 2 hanging on the wall and 1 sitting on the shelf, and not one time did it occur to me that there was a reason it was sitting on the shelf. It doesn't have a hook. So this is the second one I've got that doesn't have a hook. So there's that one. This one does. The other 2 do. Just go ahead and say that. And this one you can tell has been used. It's a little bit dirty on the edges. And then this one has the blue and red stitching, has its hook. I keep wanting to find some that are smaller, but just haven't been able to. Little coffee pot. It's a 2-cup coffee pot. I told Jason, I said, throw away the Keurig. It takes up too much space. Here you go. Has all of its insides. I'm sure you could go right now and put some water in it and some coffee grounds and have yourself 2 cups of coffee. It was $4. And no, it'll probably be for display. It looks like it got a little hot right there. Melted the sucker right off. But it's just a little one, and it'll probably be just for decoration. This, everybody said that he was, the guy that owned this house, was a local historian of that little community. And it's actually where my mother's people came from back a couple of generations ago. This is where my mom's mother and father came from at one point over there in Alabama. Yes, we started in Alabama and we moved to Georgia. And then my grandfather ended up in Florida. Anyway, the guy was a local historian. He had a lot of documents. He had a lot of old books. So there was a few of these, but they were marked at $10. I just didn't want to pay, you know, I didn't want to spend all my money on these old books. It is a little ratty and tatty. And most people would use these just for looks, and it might be out to look good. But if you're like me, you're going to open it up. And what you see is the first entry I don't know if you can see that date. 1880. 1880. This is a court record book. And it goes all the way to 1885. So, and the writing in it, I mean, they don't even teach kids how to write cursive anymore. Just look at the penmanship of whoever wrote it. And it seems like the same person all the way through. And I'm sure it was those old pen quibs with the little inkwell that you had to dip it in. Just beautiful handwriting, but you can't understand some of it. John E. Roney. Somebody. Summons and complaint issued to B.M. Edmondson Constable. Not quite sure. 1883. So $10 for this book. Excuse me. They had a couple more, but like I said, I didn't want to spend all my money on that book. This was out in the shed, and if you hear me say, you might want to clarify that. There was one guy asking another one, did he want a stripper? And I'm pretty sure he meant stripping the floors. But the guy was like, huh? And I was like, you may want to clarify that. And he said, yeah, you want a stripper. But this was on the wall. After that little laughing going on, this was on the wall. It is a glass wash board. I know some people call it wash. Excuse me. It's glass. This would have been the business side right here. And this is where you would have had your soap. You know, lather up and then grate your clothes on it. Glad now we have GE and Maytag and all those kind of appliances who make it super easy to wash clothes. Can you imagine your hands after a few decades of that? Wow. And I think that was all from that sale. If I'm missing something, I don't know. Now, there's a bunch of these cassette tapes in front of me, and I don't know where Jason got all of them. He might have got them all. I think he got some at the last estate sale. I don't know. He might have got them at all 3 estate sales. I have no idea. But these were The Joy of Christmas. That was the first sale, $34. Like I said, I don't know if any of these tapes came from it, but we're starting on the second sale now. Christmas. Oh, Christmas Tree. We've got to Sleep at the Wheel. He's all over the place. Earl Scruggs. Little Drummer Boy. A homemade tape. Hank Williams, Senior. You got gospel favorites, Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn. And then the one that he's, I got some for you. This is the only one I think that he pretty much got with me in mind, the Judge. Because I like old country. I don't like any of the new stuff. So that was probably from maybe all 3. I don't know. I didn't watch them the whole time. You know how you have to watch some people. So the second sale was the same company as the first sale, but the second sale had already started on Thursday. Friday was the second day, 25% off day. But this is one of the reasons I like this company. They're not nitpicking you over every little thing. You like the first sale, I picked those 3 items, the washboard, the little coffee pot, and the book was $34. The whisk brooms and all that other stuff, he just, $34 is what he charged me. He didn't nitpick me for everything else. So the second sale, his wife was there working that one, and she was pretty much the same way. She just saw it and said, okay, $10. So $10 for what I'm going to show you. Now, there's a couple of things that I can't show you because Jason picked them up. He got 2 brand new wire brushes. If you need to scrape metal, scrape rust off of metal, or if you want to scrape, I've seen people use them to scrape off the connections of your batteries, that kind of thing, if you got corrosion. He got 2 brand new ones, and he took them out to his shed. He also got a tamper. If you know what a tamper is, it's a big square plate with a big pole that sticks up, and you just use it to tamp down dirt. If you want to level out your dirt, you just tamp it. And that's what that is. Now, and it probably cost a pretty penny when the guy bought it. And they had it marked for 20, but again, all this was 10. So that, and then what else we got was $10. He did find these in his that little guy's workshop. Rubber washers. We use them all the time with our water hose and our sprinklers. Somebody there had been in the Navy. This, Jason said, this is one of those flashlights. It's a Navy flashlight. They would put a cone on it to direct traffic. I don't know how he knows that, but here we go. Well, I mean, he was in the Marine Corps, and he worked around aircraft, so I guess that's where he would know it. And there were also a set of dress white, enlisted men's dress whites there for sale. This came off of a bathroom wall, and I thought that takes a lot of work. Looks like a lot of work. I don't usually decorate with blue. Blue happens to be one of my favorite colors, but I don't decorate with it a lot. But we'll see. This came out of the kitchen. These are Tupperware. And I thought maybe it was a whole set, but now I'm thinking maybe not because it's a third cup on top, not quarter cup. So I may be missing one. So anyway, we'll still try to sell it. In the kitchen, there was a box of books, and they had just about everything in that box. I dug around and found this one, Better Homes and Gardens Junior Cookbook. I have 3 for adults. That didn't sound right. I have 3 books for grown-ups. Grown-up cooking. That's what it is. Grown-up cooking. Anyway, this is for kids, undoubtedly. Candy and cookies. Look at that. I haven't even tried to see if there was a copyright on this thing. Let's see if I can find one. I haven't tried. It never even occurred to me, but I don't think we're going to be able to because some of the pages are falling out. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a copyright on this one. But I picked that up. I don't know why. I've got 3 of the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. Oh, gosh. And this is just a junior version. I don't know why. Maybe to sell someday. I'm not sure. I also found this book in there. Not a cookbook, but a natural history of American birds of Eastern and Central North America. Jason's grandfather, and you can see how thick it is. Jason's grandfather's a bird guy. He loves to sit and watch the birds at the bird feeders. Now, he's 95, so you know that's the highlight of his day. Sit there and watch the birds. And he can tell you about all the kinds that come in. So Jason's kind of a guy. He doesn't want to sit and watch the birds, but if you have a question about a bird, he wants some kind of reference that he can go back to. So I found this, and I was hoping to use this on a table. It isn't long enough. I think it's a rectangle shape. It was not long enough for my table, but I thought I could layer it with a tablecloth, and I just couldn't make it work for fall. I tried layering it on top. I tried making it into a diamond, you know, catty-cornered. It just didn't float my boat. So maybe on another time. It is homemade. I'm pretty sure of that. You can see they just bought some fabric and they just hemmed the edges. But it is a pretty dark gray, dark and light gray gingham. And maybe that'll come in with something else. Last thing, I have a couple of these terracotta pumpkins. I think I bought the big one up in Virginia. When my sister was living there, we were going through, you know, the mountains, just stopping at little stores, and they had this in front of a little country store, and it was years and years ago, probably 20 years ago. And I bought a big one and I bought a small one. At some point, the small one got broke. Now I bought another small one at another antique estate sale. So I have a big one and a small one. This one's kind of in between. So this one will go out on the front porch with those two. The hat to me is a little, the other ones, the hats are made where when you turn them over, it actually fits inside. And that's how I store them, is I turn them over and fit them inside. But this is a little too big for that. So he's a cool looking guy with that pork pie hat on his head. I don't know, is that a pork pie hat? Rocky used to wear a pork pie hat, right? Sylvester Stallone. Anyway, that's going out on the porch in just a second. So that is the haul from, we did go to 2 thrift stores. Not a lot to be had in either store. Jason got a couple of pair of pants for church, which are in the washer dryer one. And I got a dress at one of them that I don't think is going to work. And we got a couple of things for the dogs. Nothing especially entertaining or exciting. So that is now. So we're going to end this one with the pumpkin. And just say, I hope you're enjoying your weather wherever you are. It's turning out fall. We are in mid-September now, so I'm sure some places their leaves are changing. Anyway, thank you for watching South Georgia Home. I do hope your weather is a little more stable-minded than ours is, and I hope you're getting out and enjoying your own estate sales and thrift stores, antique stores, and wherever you are. Please be careful and have a good time. But if you haven't already subscribed, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment, because we do read and respond to as many as we can. So thank you for watching us here at South Georgia Home. We hope to see you back next time.